everyone, it's me, the Otaku Fanger, here to talk about the next episode of Fruits Basket, the final season. Oh my gosh, Kyo and Toru kiss! But does she remember it though? Because she had blacked out at that point. Does she remember that happened? I hope she does, because that needs to be discussed, okay? That needs to be discussed, 100% sure, but oh man, so much to unpack in this episode. Oh my goodness. I was so worried that Akito was going to push Toru off the cliff, but just the fact that it just crumbled before, I was like, oh, good, it's not Akito's fault. And I like Akito now, and I hate that I do, because it's like, oh god. And it sucks that it's the moment that Toru starts, like, doing, like, oh god. Toru is such a sweetheart, because it's like, Akito doesn't, like, I mean, I guess she does deserve kindness. It's hard. It's really, really hard. Just, oh my gosh. I'm happy that the outcome is good. Of course, people ended up being in the hospital, but they're alive, so that's the good thing. But that whole episode, like, I was so close to crying. Like, I had to hold it back because my mom was watching it with me. I was like, I cannot cry in front of my mom. I just cannot. And, like, I'm gonna cry about it later off camera. I'm gonna rewatch it because I have to grab a thumbnail. I'm gonna cry about it, but, oh my gosh, it was so good. Oh, jeez. I'm so glad that Akito has come into realization of what she's done and how it's bad and all of that stuff. I'm like, thank you. This is called character development that I very much enjoy. Thank you. Kyo, man, just his look of fear when he saw, oh my gosh, like, that hurt me. I was like, my boy, no. My boy, no. And him kissing her, just, look, they gotta have a talk now, okay? Look, like, the next episode title is I Just Love You. Like, please tell me that's, like, Kyo and Toru, because they didn't even, like, usually they have, like, somebody say the title of the episode, like, one of the characters. Nobody said this, so we don't even know who's saying I Just Love You. But this is definitely the big climax of the show, and boy, what a climax that was. I cannot believe I just witnessed that entire episode. Best episode of this season. That was so freaking good. Just, I don't know if it can get any better from that. That was just so freaking good. But now I really need my Kyo and Toru to talk about their relationship, because this is very serious now. I need the talk about their relationship, because oh my goodness. But Akito, I'm so glad that she's at a point where, like, I like her. Like, I don't like her entirely, like, well, I mean, it's hard, because things she's done, I mean, yes, she's asked for forgiveness and all of that, but she needs to talk to all of the Zodiac members for it. What's going on with Kyo, though? Like, why is he not visiting Toru in the hospital? Why? And also, does that mean Akito's gonna be nice now and say, hey, no, he doesn't have to go to the stuff and the things, and, like, they're not gonna lock him up, basically, right? Right? Everything's fine. Akito's gonna be a good person now and not lock up Kyo, because it seems like her and Toru are now going to be friends, and that's very nice, because if you're gonna be friends, Toru's gonna be like, hey, look, I'm in love with Kyo, so, like, could you not lock him up? Thanks. But, oh, jeez. But the curse has still yet to break on a lot of these characters, at least from what we've seen of this episode. Yuki still has his, Haru still has his, Rin still has hers, blah blah blah, whoever else has theirs. Kyo still has his, right? So, and Shigari still has his, I guess. So, Hatari's, etc, etc, etc. But those still have to be broken, right? Especially Kyo's. I'm so happy that Kyo and Toru kiss, but I don't know if she remembers it. That's the problem. Because does she remember that he kissed her or not? I need to know. Jeez, that's gonna drive me nuts for the next week that I don't know if she knows that. I'm assuming she remembers, right? She has to, right? I hope, but we'll have to see. But oh my goodness, just such a good episode. I am so happy that played out the way it did. Like, I was so scared and worried that bad things were gonna happen, and yes, they kind of did, but they also got, you know, good at the end, so that's good. But oh my gosh, such an emotional episode. Just kill me, you know? It's just like, I can't believe I witnessed all of that amazing stuff happen, and I'm so happy I never got spoiled for this series. I never got spoiled from the manga stuff. I never just, you know, none of this I knew was going to happen, and it just makes me happy that I just didn't know, you know? it just makes the experience just so much better. And I'm sure manga readers are very happy this got animated, but I feel like knowing what would happen would have kind of not ruined the experience for me, but I would have not felt as emotional about it as I do right now, because like I tell you, I am like seconds away from crying, I swear to God. Like just thinking about it, just my ship. And the whole speech Toru gave once she fell off the cliff, I was so close to crying. I was like, nope, hold it back, your mother's sitting right next to you, she doesn't need to see you cry. For some reason, I just don't want to cry over an anime in front of my mother. I'm just like, nope, not gonna happen today, not gonna happen tomorrow, not gonna happen anytime. But, manga readers, what did you think? How did they portray this versus the manga? Did they do it, I assume, because this feels very, like, correct in pacing, and it's so good. It's so good. Best episode of the entire show. It's so good. The pacing, the emotional beats hit so hard when they needed to, and just, it's so good. And I'm so happy this was like our climax of the season. Now we have to have questions, have answers, basically. That's what's left here. Lots of questions that need answers. There's a lot we need. And I don't know if we're gonna get, I hope we're gonna get them, because if we don't get them, then that's gonna be a problem. But, I'm elated, you know, I'm elated that this happened this way. It's amazing. Also, if you guys would like to support me and support the channel, please hit the sub button. I'm trying to hit 10k subs by the end of the year. It would help me out a lot. It takes you 5 seconds. It is literally free, costs you nothing, helps me out a lot. Thank you. But, I tell you that this show is so freaking good, and I am so happy that I'm so curious where we go from here, though. It's like, where do we go from this point forward? What's going to happen? Who's going to end up with who? God, I'm so, oh my gosh, I don't even know how to explain it in words. It's such a feeling, and I'm so happy that we're here now, and now we got to see the outcome of every little plot thread, basically, just play out from here. We have episodes left to see Kyo and Toru as a couple, and I'm living for it. Let's go, you know, let's go. I'm living for that. I want that so freaking bad. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't have much else to say. I'm gonna go cry myself into a corner now, edit this, upload it, all that stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next Let's Play video I do next. Until then, farewell!